Hi, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your February 1st to the 14th, 2024 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, and it gets this channel seen by the YouTube algorithm. So thank you so very much for doing so. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. So we have the High Priestess reversed. Very interesting. We then have the Eight of Pentacles. So we're very hardworking during this time. The Queen of Cups, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So if you're born on the cusp with Pisces, or you have water sign energy in your chart, that comes through very, very powerfully. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. We then have the King of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Again, if we have fire sign energy in our chart, that comes through very powerfully during this time. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. And this is the star. This is us. So I love it. I love it. We are coming through. The star is us represented. We are represented by the star in the major arcana. So we are coming through very powerfully within ourselves. We're like stepping into our power, stepping into our understanding of us. We are looking at our dreams and our wishes and what we desire. We're really looking at things very much. So it's very cool. I like the Queen of Cups is the most feminine of the queens, and I see the King of Wands and the King of Swords like tied with being the most masculine of the kings. So during this time, we are really stepping into that energy. However, that manifests itself in our being, in our existence, of the sacred feminine and the sacred masculine in their more at harmonized roles. At harmonized, that's not harmonizing roles. There we go. That's how we word that. So just be aware of this during this time. The Queen of Cups is considered the most caring and nurturing, second only to the Empress. And the King of Wands is fiery and determined and focused and driven, which we could say is second only to the Emperor. So there's I know those are very stereotypical gender roles, but this is also a sense of really embracing the energy that is us, that makes us up as human beings, and stepping into that with confidence and competence and saying, this is what's important to me, my soul, my spirit, myself. And we do it with such love, but also such fire, such passion, such creativity, that we can really see that this is a time where we can move mountains if we want to. And that is super awesome. Now, the only thing that's a little bit of a setback is that we have the High Priestess reverse, meaning that we're pulling the curtains shut when Spirit is trying to open them up. So the veil is being lifted from our eyes. Spirit is trying to show us, okay, look over here, look at this, look at that. And right now we're just not into it. So just be mindful during this time that we're going to have a hard time listening to our intuition, listening to our spiritual sacred selves. We're going to want it backed up by fact. We're going to want it seconded by somebody else. So just be mindful about this. With the Eight of Pentacles, we're very hardworking, we're very determined, and we are moving towards our soul's wish. So that is really beautiful, and it's really important. Okay, so let's see what Spirit has to say. And if you are interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a snowflake in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random on the 1st of February and announced in a completely separate video. So keep your eyes open for that and don't be scammed by anybody contacting you in the comment box. It will not be me. Also, if you're interested in purchasing a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or a healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. We have joyous. We have joyous as our message from Spirit. And this is absolutely beautiful. So it's like, bring the joy into your life, make things joyous. It's very funny. I was at a bookstore. I love bookstores. And this little girl was in the cafe, and her parents, I think they supplied the coffee for the cafe or something like that. And her name was Joyce. And so whenever I hear Joyce, I always think of her, and she was just joyous. She was the most beautiful, laughing, well-behaved little girl. And it was just absolutely adorable. And so when Spirit says, be joyous, I just see, be fully who you are in this realm of, I know that I'm loved and safe and secure and absolutely beautiful in that energy. So that is what Spirit is saying right here. Embrace that. Embrace being joyous. Our chakra energy, angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. This is grounding reverse. So we don't feel very grounded. We feel kind of up in the air for one reason or another. And this is going to be a time where this is the Earth Star chakra located 6 inches below our feet, where we need to ground ourselves. We need to secure ourselves. We need to root ourselves into what is right for us. So also think of grounding as you would not plant an oak tree in a desert, and you would not plant a cactus in a, in the rainforest. It just wouldn't work. So here, be aware during this time that we have to make sure that we're planting ourselves in the right places for us, that we're connecting ourselves with the right energy, the right resources, the things that our soul needs. So we need to start listening to our heart, our soul, our being, and ourselves, and not think, oh my gosh, Aquarius, you're just being silly, because you're not. You're not. So we need to be grounded. Our energy to be mindful of: angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. We have two. Okay, we have the Ace of Wands reversed, and we have the Hangman. So the Hangman, when we're told to be mindful of the Hangman, it's like, be mindful of listening to your own wisdom. Be listening to your way of seeing things, connecting, understanding. You're moving towards an awakening. It's going to be uncomfortable. Stop questioning yourself every step of the way. The Ace of Wands is a gift from God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe. It's passion, it's creativity, it's insight, it's fire. It's on pause right now. We do have the King of Wands right here. So we do have ourselves taking this passion, taking our fire, taking our determination, and moving it forward. But we're not seeing the blessings that are around us fully quite yet. We're not actualizing it. So let's see how this time period astrologically correlates with what the tarot is saying. On the 1st of February, we have the moon in Scorpio squared Pluto in Aquarius. We have to be mindful that every single one of us is going to struggle with power and control on this day. It's going to come out in different ways. We can easily be sucked into drama. Some of us will be, some of us will resist the temptation, but just be mindful that it does come up during this time, especially if we're not listening to our sacred instincts. So just be aware of that. On the 2nd, we have Mercury in Capricorn, sextile Neptune in Pisces. We have an amazing imagination. We are highly creative, and we really want to focus that creative energy in our hobbies, or if our work is creative, in that sense of really looking at the details, letting that imagination, that creativity drive us forward. On the 3rd, we have the moon in Scorpio, sextile Mercury in Capricorn. We're busy. We're busy with all these different projects, all these different ideas. We're wanting to explore new information. We're wanting to dive deeper. So just be aware of that. This can be a very busy day. We can start 18 million different things and get none of them done. So do be mindful of that as well. On the 4th, we have the moon in Sagittarius squared Saturn in Pisces. We are impatient. We aren't very disciplined. We can be all over the place. We can be totally overwhelmed by all those projects we started on the 3rd and didn't get to. So just be mindful. We need to be less demanding with ourselves, which is exactly the opposite way we're going to look at handling the situation. We're going to think we have to be super structured, super rules, super, timelines type of thing, organize ourselves to, the very inch of existence. That's only going to make us shut down more. So do be aware of that. We're going to think I've solved the problem, and we didn't. So just be aware of that during this time. On the 5th, we have Mercury entering into Aquarius, which really helps us, step out of the box. It's really, we have these sudden insights, these sudden bursts of inspiration. We are planning for our future. We're looking at things differently. That's going to be really fun. We also have Mercury in Aquarius conjunct Pluto in Aquarius, where we are absolutely intensely focused. We're working on our plans. We're, like nose to the grindstone. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that type of thing. We want everything to be very, very factual. Just be mindful that we need to pay attention to the flashes of inspiration and premonition that are coming our way. That's something that we're a bit blocked to during this time for one reason or another. If we really start to meditate on our angels wrapping their wings around our bodies, connecting with us, protecting us, I just see the edge of their feathers kind of curling around, like where our heart is, connecting with our heart energy, connecting with love. See beautiful green light, green healing, coming around you. That would just be so, so magnificent. It can be your angels, it can be your spirit guides. However you look at this, it could be a tree growing up around you and just cocooning you, protecting you in its branches. However you need to visualize this, it's that beautiful, protective, everlasting energy that's going to be an integral part of who you are, and it's going to be so, so beautiful in moving you forward. On the 6th, we have the moon in Capricorn trine Jupiter in Taurus. Our outlook is optimistic. We have, we're flying high. We're looking at things. We're being very, very bright, very happy, very kind of sunny about things. So that's really, really nice. On the 7th, we have Venus in Capricorn trine Uranus in Taurus. Now, we're going to see changes around our relationships during this time. We're going to want changes around our relationships. We're really diving deeper into love. We're diving deeper into passion. It doesn't mean that we have to be talking about romantic relationships, but it's like the passion of existence, creativity, inspiration is going to be really important to us. And just really sitting there and saying, you know what, my heart matters, my feelings matter, my connection matters. That's going to be really important. We're wanting to open up our social circles. We're wanting to be more interactive with the rest of the world, interactive with other people on this, on this earth. That's going to be a really, really great thing. And we're going to see new ways to connect. So it could be going to a meetup in our community, and it can be, chats online. So we're open to pretty much everything here as well. On the 7th, we also have Mars in Capricorn, sextile Neptune in Pisces. We're really taking the initiative in creative ventures. We're being inspired. We're acting on that inspiration. Our imagination is driving us forward. We're intuitive, and we're really guided in that intuition. So listen, it's going to be one of the hardest things for us to listen to our spirit guides, to our angels, guiding us towards so much more, but it's going to be so important. On the 8th, we have the Sun in Aquarius, squared Uranus in Taurus. It's going to be easy for us to fly into impulsivity during this time, or impulsiveness, whichever way you word that. With the King of Wands, especially if we have a bit of a negative energy around us, we feel a little bit down for one reason or another during this time, the King of Wands, especially in the reverse, can be super, super, super impulsive. So just be mindful about this. But what's also going to be really interesting is one of the reasons why we are so impulsive on the 8th is because we're also getting to the heart of a lot of issues. And we kind of want to avoid that. We're like, listen, I don't need to be psychoanalyzed. I don't need to, dive deeper into things. I just want to get on with my life. But what we're going to find during this time, as we connect with ourselves, as we embrace our love and our passion and our fire, as we start to look at what do I really want? It's not like what I cross my fingers and wish for, or, oh, I'll be happy when I have this. And we always push our happiness out, right? We achieve goal. Okay, fine. Setting it anew, have to push it out this way, have to do this, have to do that. What we're going to see here is that we're looking at our soul and ourself, and we're saying, I'm going to be happy when I embrace my passion, my drive, my determination, my focus. I'm going to be happy when I start to see myself, not when everybody else starts to see me, but when I start to see me. And then we start to say, well, okay, I can be happy now because I'm looking at my soul, because I'm seeing myself, because I'm connecting, because I'm understanding me, because I'm slowing things down. And that's going to be a game changer. Now, and it's going to lead us to a place where what comes to the surface, what we thought was the issue, it's not going to be the issue. We're like, oh man, I thought it was that. But we're going to be surprised what comes forward. On the 9th, we have the moon in Aquarius, squared Uranus in Taurus. We are impatient. Be very mindful on the 9th. Everybody's just going to be a little bit cranky and cantankerous, okay? Like, seriously. It's more like, wah, I'm a baby. Everybody feels that way. It's just like, don't want to do this, and I'm not going to. So it's temper tantrum day, okay? It really is. It really is temper tantrum day. We need to maintain our self-control, but we're going to find it very hard to. All right. This is a day especially hard if you are a teacher, if you are a professor, if you are a lecturer, if you are teaching, if you are giving, courses or classes or, seminars in any way, shape, or form. If you can cancel, that'd be great. If you can't, take it easy on yourself. Make it easy. Make it simple. It doesn't have to be complex. Okay. You can go into complexities later on. Make this simple. That will be really, really important. On the 10th, this is Mercury in Aquarius, squared Jupiter in Taurus. It's a lazy day. I really see the 10th as kind of like, a psychic hangover from the 9th where we're like all crabby and cranky and like we don't want to do anything. We just want to have a temper tantrum and be left alone and maybe eat some ice cream. That's kind of like the 9th for us. And the 10th is, okay, I need to come down from that. I need to calm myself, center myself, and embrace my heart. On the 11th, we have the moon in Pisces, sextile Venus in Capricorn. We are way more balanced. This is like our payoff for the 2 bad days. and we are bringing things into balance. We are, looking at our life saying, okay, what do I need? What do I see? We're coming to things from love and from passion. We're also not afraid of rolling up our sleeves for hard work. And we're really starting to say, who am I? What do I want? Where am I going? And we start to feel more secure. We start to say, okay, this is where I need to be. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm not looking for. And we start to be more secure within ourselves. On the 12th, the moon is in Pisces, conjunct Neptune in Pisces. We are compassionate. We are empathic. We are sensitive, and we're going to see that we connect to others in this way, and we're going to need to connect with others in this way by being understanding and by being helpful. And that's just going to make the day so much better. On the 13th, we have Mars in Aquarius, which we have Mars entering into Aquarius, which, Mars is about energy and drive. And what we're going to see here is that we move into this energy of enthusiasm. We are more motivated. We look at things and we're saying, like, yeah, this can change. This can move forward. We're not stuck. We don't feel like we can't anymore. We're also more unconventional. It's like, okay, it doesn't have to be just like this or just so. So we're moving towards our dreams, and we're moving really towards embracing the unusual, like kind of like a little bit quirky. Also on the 13th, we have Venus in Capricorn, sextile Neptune in Pisces. Our relationships are going to benefit from a gentle touch. It's very funny because the 13th energy is very much energy that should be for the 14th for Valentine's Day. And so here, it doesn't matter if you have a sweetheart or you don't have a sweetheart. It doesn't matter, what your relationship status is. We're going to see that on the 13th, coming to our relationships, our social interactions of any kind, with gentleness and kindness and love at our center is going to be one of the most beautiful things that we can do. To open our hearts to love, to calm our energy, calm our touch. It's not the way that we touch somebody else. It doesn't have to be what we touch people gently because that could be weird, right? Especially if we don't usually touch people, right? So I know this is sounding odd, but I don't mean it that way. But what Spirit is saying is there's just a need now to move with gentle gestures. It doesn't have to be big, bold, brash movements. Very calm, very gentle movements. On this day, it's just going to be harmonizing. It's just going to be almost like a meditation. The 14th is interesting because this is supposed to be the I love you day, as my nephew calls it. It is Mars in Aquarius, conjunct Pluto in Aquarius. And we're really looking towards the future. And this is much more focused on work than on love. We're looking at how do I move forward? We're working at our passion, our determination, our focus. We're really seeing how we can catapult our dreams forward and ourselves forward. So this can be very much a day where we take that workaholic energy and we're like, I got it. I'm moving forward. I'm going after this. So just be aware of this during this day. On the 15th, we have the moon in Taurus, conjunct Uranus in Taurus. This is a time for change, and it can be big change, it can be small change, but we are going to see ourselves really being opened to change, and we are going to be open to change. We're really open to seeing ourselves move forward. We're open to new experiences, new ideas. One of the things that we also have to be open to that's going to be more difficult for ourselves, is to be open to that psychic connection, to the opening of the doors of saying, this is what I want spiritually. This is where I need to be. This is my connection with the greater psychic, empathic, universal energy of the world. And I am seeing myself in this energy and in this power. Our subconscious spirit message is clarity reverse. We're not going to see everything as clearly as we want to, so do be mindful about that during this time. Our subconscious chakra energy is personal power. That's the solar plexus chakra. Listen to your gut. Listen to your gut, Aquarius. It is going to be something that, like, if we sit back, we just listen to our gut, we're like, oh, okay, this is what I'm feeling. Okay, this is what's coming forward. So that's going to be really, really, really important because it's going to lead us in directions that we hadn't imagined we needed to be. It brings us then to our subconscious energy to be mindful of. This is the Princess of Swords. Be mindful of not listening to your inner child. We are represented by the swords in the minor arcana. We can do this simple meditation of connecting with our inner child, taking a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you, and visualizing yourself as you are now, standing with your arms opened and letting the child that you once were run into your arms and telling that kid, I love you. I will always be here for you. I will always protect you. I will always love you. I will always listen to you. You are my best, and I am always on your side. That's important stuff. And that's big stuff. We can find that we want simpler answers than the ones that we are getting. And we can find that we might get really a little bit moody when the frustration comes forward. So just be mindful about this during this time. Temper tantrums, like kids do. It's like, I don't want to. I know I myself have temper tantrums, and I think, okay, it's like, oh, that was me having a temper tantrum. Let's calm it down. Let's step back. Maybe eat something. That's always good. Our subconscious. Our subconscious tarot message is the King of Swords, and this is us. This is us coming through as the king, the highest of the court cards. We are represented again by the swords in the minor arcana. And we are determined, we are focused, we are insightful, we are cutting through doubts and fears and negativity. We are knowing our mind, and we are knowing where we stand. And that's going to be a very big deal. There's a sense also of cutting through a lot of nonsense, a lot of things that have held us back. And as we do, we embrace our voice, our passion, and our determination. All right. All right, Aquarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy, as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. And please know that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aquarius. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.